Hi, it's Alan from Crashtest Security. In this video, I will tell you more about how to generate a positive ROI through web application security. So let's get started. Cybercrime is a severe threat and is becoming more and more costly and dangerous for companies is widely known by now. Most companies know cybersecurity is an issue. However, cybercrime's annual revenue still exceeds cybersecurity investments. So why are there such limited IT budgets, even though major hacking attacks happen regularly? Can investments in IT security pay off in the long run? Maybe even in the short run? It's time for us to look at the return companies get from investing in sufficient web application security. Now to the critical question, why pay a lot of money for something that does not directly generate revenue and can be done by your employees? Simply because it is likely not your core competence, and your developer's time is much better to spend on creating revenue-generating features. Let us look at how you can generate a positive ROI by investing in an automated vulnerability scanning solution. Firstly, you will need to search for and invest in services and products to support your employees and protect your data. Then, you will compare different solutions to find the most efficient for your organization. For example, a company with 250+ employees and a large development team must decide whether a standardized tool is still the right choice, or whether it has to invest in an on-premise solution. Computing the expected costs will be simple once you figure out the most efficient solution for your business. Regarding the services cost, important factors are the number of developers, the number of projects, and the yearly penetration tests you intend to do. Depending on how many penetration tests your company usually does, you will find out rather quickly that automating your web application security will be much less costly than performing many manual pen tests. In addition to a security solution for your web application, you will also need to invest in your human capital. The latest hacking attacks have shown that IT security is still mostly a human problem, so you will need to train your staff on secure coding practices or simply on daily measures they can take to protect your business, e.g. by using two-factor authentication. On the other hand, a well-designed security solution might help you secure coding practices since your developer's code will eventually get better from one deployment to another because of the instant feedback they are getting on existing problems. Calculating ROI. Example calculation for a company with 20 different web applications and apps and 50 software developers. The average monthly cost of your favorite web application security solution is €1,180. Manual pentesting cost per year, €10,000. The estimated cost of a security workshop for 50 people is €30,000. 12 months x €1,180 plus €10,000 plus 2 security workshops per year x €30,000 equals €84,160. Monthly cost for IT security equals €7,013. Okay, so we spend some money now. But how do we get a return for that? ROI can be generated through cost savings, increased productivity, or revenue growth. Cost savings seem to be the most obvious out of the three. But what major costs can occur without a functioning information security solution? Let's say your web shop has been hacked, and you are now experiencing some downtime during which no customer can reach your website to order something or inform themselves. Depending on your average revenue, you can compute how much money you will instantly lose through the stop in operations. Another cost factor might be the reputation loss your shop will experience if customers know it is not as reliable as a competitor's web shop. Again, this would lead to revenue cuts that can be seen as costs in the long run. Nowadays, any web application deals with sensitive customer data, like addresses, phone numbers, or credit card information. If hackers can extract that data, you are not only experiencing revenue cuts, but might also have to deal with regulative costs. GDPR is nothing to mess with, that could have a massive impact on your profitability. Taking the probability of such events and the costs that would arise, you can compute the expected loss of your experience without a functioning information security system. According to the 2017 Cost of a Data Breach report, a data breach's average total cost is $3.62 million or €3.19 million. Without any protection, the probability of such a data breach within the next 2 years is 27.7%. Expected loss equals €3,190,000 x 27.7% equals €883,630 over the next 2 years. Expected loss per month equals $36,818. Of course, that sum must be adjusted for every company depending on its revenue size, number of users, and current information security level. We've seen how web application security can save any company a significant amount of money in the medium to long term. How about other parts of the ROI? Can its security improve productivity? IT security can enhance your development team's productivity, depending on your chosen solution and how well the integration works. The key to that is automation. If your web application is being scanned every week or before every deployment, software developers can fix existing vulnerabilities in an early stage, giving them more time to focus on actually creating new features. Security will no longer be an issue to spend time on, just a checkbox that can be ticked with every deployment. Additionally, as mentioned before, your developer's productivity will rise because the constant advice that a web application security solution offers will help them better secure coding practices. To sum it up, by automating your web application security, your company can save up to 8 hours per developer per month, which will have a major impact on your productivity and therefore the affiliated costs. Examples: productivity savings. 50 developers x 8 hours by €50 hour equals €20,000 per month. So far, information security can benefit 2 out of 3 elements of an ROI. But how could a solution make to cut costs, create additional revenue? Information security is no longer a topic that only software developers and CSOs think about. Many customers, B2B and B2C, are worried about their data and want it to be safe in your application. Making the security of customer and business data one of your strengths can lead to a competitive advantage you can leverage in customer acquisition. The latest data breach extracted passwords of approximately 700 million people, made ordinary users more and more cautious about what services they sign up for and where they purchase online. By securing your customer data, you can ensure they keep coming to your website first and generate stable revenue for your company. To sum it up, cost equals €7,013, cost savings equals €36,818, productivity growth equals €20,000. Potential monthly profit equals €49,805. ROI equals K 710%. As you can see, there is more than one factor of the ROI that is positively affected by web application security. Let's summarize what we've learned. An efficient IT security solution helps your employees. Sufficient protection lowers the risk of high costs for an occurring data breach. Security automation can enhance your developers' productivity and help them with secure coding practices. Companies can use their level of data protection to gain a competitive advantage and keep their customers coming. Try Crashtest Security today to discover how it integrates into your development stack for efficient, automated vulnerability scanning. The trial is free. Also, subscribe to the Crashtest Security Channel to get more information about the most significant web security threats, their prevention, and how to use the Crashtest Security Suite. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.